Bring on board then our technical guests to discuss the levels and of course their top recommendations. We've got Kunal Bothra in our studios as well as Nooresh Marani joining in. Kunal, we were just talking about that kind of breakout that we witnessed. Yes, the short covering rally is evident, and yesterday we managed to surpass that hurdle of 17,700. Is this a sign of a decisive move on the upside, or are we still going to be in a range?
Good morning, Avan. So, I think after one week of price correction or retracement, we managed to make a good comeback on just a single day. So, we managed to retrace almost 200 points on the Nifty from 17,850. We fell down to almost 17,600 and below. And yesterday, we managed to recover more than 50% of the range or the correction for the indices. And that's an interesting sign for the index that the bounce is much more stronger as compared to the corrections which are a bit more shallow. Now, yesterday's index movement was purely on the back of what happened with the bank Nifty and the kind of moves which we saw across the banking stocks, both the large caps as well as the mid cap end of the banking names. And I think that's the sign of confidence for the markets. Bank Nifty moving up higher generally is an indication that the trend is here to sustain. So my sense is that this up move could continue for the index. 17,850, which was the previous swing high almost a couple of weeks back. That's the near-term target which I would eye on the index, and the range on the or the support on the downside would be closer to 17,550.
Okay, so 17,850, which was the swing high, something that Kunal is watching out for. What about you, Nooresh? And specifically on Bank Nifty, managed to show quite a bit of outperformance yesterday. Do you think that trend will sustain?
So yesterday was a strong move for the Bank Nifty, given that a lot of stocks have started breaking out in the bank space. So we are seeing a good move in SBI, which was waiting for quite some time. We've seen a similar move in Axis Bank, which is coming out of a range. Now it's only HDFC Bank, which is really the stock which is yet to break out into a new high above that 1700 mark. ICICI Bank is showing momentum. So overall, now Bank Nifty has given a short-term breakout. Recent swing highs being crossed. It opens up a move all the way to 44,000 also in this leg itself. So it becomes a buy on dips going forward after this fresh breakout. So banks, I would expect some more result reactions to be positive going forward. So overall, looking at buy on dips on Bank Nifty and an upside of 44,000 till the time we hold 42,000 levels.
Okay, let's find out what the stock-specific strategies are from our chartists. And Kunal, let's start off with you.
So I'll go with PSUs. Of course, banking stocks. The first one would be Bank of Baroda. That's a stock which looks extremely interesting. In fact, Bank of Baroda did quite well yesterday. Was not one of the top performers from the PSU banking stocks, but then the breakout above 180 mark is something which is interesting into the near-term charts for the stock. So buy targets of 188. Stop loss could be kept at 176. And the second would be a buy on Coal India. This comes as an interesting bet because the stock is now on the verge of a swing breakout about the 232 mark. So I think it just closed marginally below those levels. But I would believe the momentum should pick up for Coal India going forward. Buy with a target of 240, stop loss at 227.
Interesting that you're picking up Bank of Baroda, because there's today a report as well in the ET paper wherein they say large overseas private equity firms such as Carlyle Group, multiple alternate asset management, etc. are looking to pick up 49% stake in BOB Financial Solutions, which is the credit card arm of Bank of Baroda. So on account of that, that stock might continue to be in focus. And of course, Kunal is recommending that stock looking at the chart patterns as well. But Nooresh, what about you? What are the stocks that you would like to recommend this morning?
So first is a buy on Axis Bank. The stock has finally given that closing above the 875 mark, which was the recent swing highs. Clearly showing a breakout in the short term. I would expect it to ideally go towards a new all-time high. On the longer term charts, 800, 820 was the last breakout point. We retested that breakout in the current correction. So the retest is done, and now it starts taking the leadership like it had taken in the previous last 10 to 12 months. So like Axis Bank with a target price of 950 in the short term, stop loss at 860. Second is a buy on Balrampur Chini. Now the stock has been consolidating around that 400 to 420 range for the last couple of weeks. Consolidation near the last breakout point. The last range for the last 8 to 10 months is from 360 to 420. Sustaining above 420 opens up a move towards 480 levels. Expecting a breakout in the near term, a stop loss at 405 and a target price of 480 in the short term.